Yeah, man. You know, I'm known for my good content, making awesome videos. So let's get started, I guess. Morning, y'all. Happy Sunday morning. Going to go a little off the rails today, as I'm prone to do from time to time. I'm not going to talk about the bus or the truck today. Instead, talk a little history lesson about the shop here, recent history. So in 2021, I was running my plasma CNC a lot, making a lot of signs. We did pretty good selling stuff on Etsy. December rolled around and I needed to get rid of some money, so I didn't have to pay taxes on it. So I decided to invest that money into some more tools. And so this was, I think, the first week of December, I guess, in 2021. I bought this thing, Fadal VMC 15XT. As some of you might know, if not, there's a video about it. I'll link right here someplace. My shop burned down December 17th of 2021. Luckily, this thing hadn't been picked up yet. It was still saying HGR, where I'd bought it from. So, shop burned down, stuff happened. My brother-in-law was nice enough to go pick it up and store it in his barn until I could get this place back built and under roof and get time and space to get it in here. And it's been sitting. It's still sitting on machinery skates. And actually, we have some pretty good pictures of us unloading it very sketchily, because this is about 6,500 pound machine, I think, maybe a little heavier. So it was a treat to get off the trailer and get moved. So we didn't have a forklift or anything. We just kind of did it renegade. So yeah, it wouldn't fit through the door in front of the lift. So we had to go through the other door on the opposite side and then jack it up with a floor jack, maneuver it, get it under the lift, pick it up the lift, put it on this little cart. It was kind of sketchy, so I would recommend doing that. So anyhow, bought this thing, and it has sat since. However, I'm going to probably need it, or not need it, but I'm going to want it because I want to make some custom parts. I have a couple of business opportunities cooking that are still not talked about yet, but maybe in the next couple weeks I might bring those up and show some stuff, doing some shifts. But the bus and the truck can definitely use parts that this thing can make, and I think it would be cool to add this to the channel and show some machining. And so that's the goal. So this is, like I said, VMC 15XT. So this was built in 2000. Most of the fadals by then had switched to different servos. This is kind of like the cheaper version, I guess. This is what, was less expensive, and it's also much more compact, which is why I bought it. A lot of the fadal machining centers are huge, so I think I paid like $6,000 for it. And it was supposedly under power and supposedly worked, but it sat in the barn. Mice got to the wires and tore that all up. So I did get it to power up. I got the CRT to light up and got lights on and stuff, and I actually got the turret to run, but I could never get any of the motion to work in it. And a lot of the stuff is antiquated. I didn't really want to dig into making it all work, and I thought it'd be better to update. So that's what's going to happen. So I have Mesa cards. I'm going to run it on Linux CNC. There's a video here someplace where I show actually this interface. This is just a touch screen I bought off eBay for like $30. But I have an interface, touchscreen interface, that is miles ahead of what the Fadal CRT is. And this Mesa card should let us interface with Linux. I don't know a ton about them, but I've done some homework. I might need to add an expansion to it, and then just run a regular old, like, $50 refurbished PC. Hopefully it can make this thing function. So there's some Fadal experts out here. Feel free to chime in. But I'll talk about the machine real quick. So this thing was originally purchased, all the paperwork was with it, originally purchased in July of 2000 and went to Vandenberg Air Force Base. And I'm not sure what it was used for. Some theories are magnesium or possibly graphite. So they sealed everything, has been sealed. Every single fastener, everything has been sealed completely so that no dust can get out. It has these huge fire suppression, which is what leads me to believe it was used for magnesium. And also, none of the paint is chipped off the cabinet. Now, if you have any experience with these things, any kind of ferrous or even aluminum will just destroy these cabinets. Like any of these you see that actually run, there's no paint on these cabinets. So whatever it was wasn't super abrasive. It also had these cool hydraulic, I assume there was some sort of fixture clamp in here that would run off of hydraulic. And they built this big cover over the spindle as well. I'm not sure what that's all about. But it has a turret tool changer. Spindle, I forget what power they are, and it also had this big mist collector on it, which is pretty cool. So really nice machine. Looked like it wasn't beat hard. Actually came with every manual, a bunch of stuff from the Air Force and Space Force in the manuals still. I kind of would like to fire it up because maybe it would make a missile or something. I don't know. See if anything's loaded into it. But so, and the panel is super nice. Usually, especially on a 25-year-old machine, like this stuff is freaking gorgeous. I did get this to light up and work. It was replaced at one point, according to paperwork. Come on, baby. Oh, this is hard to do one-handed. Sorry. All right. But yeah, like I said, mice got in and tore up a lot of this wiring. So all this stuff is going to go and be replaced by that touch screen. And then we come around, yeah, fire suppression, pretty cool. Come around the back here, and this was all controls for that hydraulic clamping stuff, so I'm going to take all this off just so it's not in the way and maybe we can use it for something. And then into the actual controls. So all of this will be gone and replaced by that PC. These are the drivers for the axis servos, so they all will stay. And this stuff is all, none of this is OEM fadal. This was all part of that clamping system. So all that stuff will come out. I believe this will stay. I need to do a little more homework. And that's the step down transformer to get power to everything. So that stays. But so this box is where the computer and everything's going to go. And yeah, so you can check out the cool fadal sticker on there. And it was three-phase. It was three-phase originally. So that's going to have to be done. Any VFD experts out there, as far as I can tell, this T818E can be rewired to single phase and run the spindle, hopefully. If not, I'm going to have to get another VFD. Not the end of the world, but just more money I have to spend. So then, coming around this side, just have where the power came in, which, again, 480 volt, so none of these will work anymore because these will not be rated for the amperage needed, so I'm going to have to replace this. I do have all the stuff for the VFD. I bought this off eBay, so hopefully I can run this VFD off of it. If not, I'll sell that. And then we have the lube and all that stuff, auto luber and all that good stuff here. So that's kind of the basics of it. As you can see, service must be performed by factory authorized personnel, so that's probably me. This will kill you, you know, all the general stuff that we're gonna disregard. But anyhow, all in all, pretty cool machine. Still has all the everything telling all the fuses and everything in this board. And again, that's all kind of I'm gonna have to figure that out. Like I said, I get to use this board, keep these drivers, all that stuff. Have to add I don't remember if it's resolvers or encoders to the servos. Don't have to, but going to the servos, just to be able to run, read off them like positions and everything. So that's all good stuff. And again, you experts on this stuff, feel free to chime in and tell me an idiot. I do have some experience with Linux CNC. Years ago, I bought a 6x12 wood router, just a big router table, and retrofitted it with Linux CNC, and it worked. Ended up getting rid of it because it was a 6x12 router table. Didn't really have use for it, but made it work and figured out Linux on that. So, yeah, I'm going to try to invest about an hour a day into this thing. With any kind of luck, by the end of the year, have it operational. I'm going to try to put out a video a week just on the conversion, getting everything to work, asking questions. And like I said, please give me any input you have on it, and I'd be happy to get it. So, once again, as always, appreciate y'all watching, and tell your friends, tell your neighbors, get your dog account on YouTube so they can subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.